Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a new project for you where we're gonna use 5 different colors of yarns. We are using the Woman Institution. I'm gonna leave it in the description box down below, all the yarns that I'm using, on the colors that I'm using and everything, so you can purchase them as well, or maybe you can find them somewhere else to do this. And then we're gonna use 2 different type of yarns. We're gonna use a 3.5 and a 3, just because the mustard color and the next beige and black, they call for 4, but we want this project to be a little bit tight, and the fuchsia and the gray call for a smaller yarn. So we're gonna start with the slip knot. The slip knot is something that I have explained in so many videos. If you don't know how to do, maybe you want to go and watch the tutorial where I explain it in a slower pace how to do it. After that, we're gonna chain 15. This is gonna be our base. This is the different style of what you are used to watch on our previous videos, where I've done a pouch that it was open and it could have been modified in different ways. But as you have said, you want me to show you how to do the pouch completely closed without needing to sew as much as we used to. So you will build up the 15 stitches, chains, but this will change, depends on the project that you're doing. Okay, you're gonna skip until the 3rd chain from the hook, and then you're gonna do 1 double crochet. You're gonna work 1 double crochet in every single stitch until you reach the slip knot we've done at the beginning. If you're doing something bigger to cover up, like a laptop, a tablet, a Kindle, or a book, you will have to adjust these chains to that project. This size that I'm showing to you today, it's gonna be good to hold a mobile, for a teacher to put like flashcards inside, or to put like pens, scissors, and markers and things like that. So it's the perfect gift for any teacher out there to hold different things with the theme of what they are more passionate about, which is teaching little children or big children. It doesn't really matter. Any tutor around will love this sort of gift, because nowadays we don't like to chunk things on a bag, right? We like to have everything organized. So there you go. I have the pattern available on my Etsy store. You can go down on the description box down below and you will find all the tools that I'm using on this video to do this project, as well as the straight link to either buy the pattern or get the physical products. I have 2 different options on all of this. You can buy the physical product of this only pattern, or you can actually get the full bundle, which will include this pouch, will include a little apple, a little notebook, and a little pencil pouch, which it will be more of like a wallet thing. And as well, if you watch the previous videos, you saw that it will be perfect for as well be a max sleeve. So that pattern gives you the options as well of different things. And yes, I am open to modifications. Once you reach the end, what you're gonna do is, apart from doing your double crochet on that same stitch, you're gonna work another double crochet again, and then another double crochet again on the same. So you're working 3 stitches on the same spot, just because you have to build up that curve that will create the bottom part of our project. After that, you are gonna work a row that it's quite hard for the purpose of you working on half of the other chain, which is quite hard. Just found a way to put the hook in, and then the stitches will start becoming a little bit more flexible and giving you more space. And if you want to save on sewing any more things, pull with you the tail of the slip knot that we have created before, and you will hide it inside the stitches, so you're securing the project at the same time that you are still working on. At this moment, it doesn't seem like, but it will be strong enough to be the foundation of any sort of pouch. You can modify this and make it be any other thing that you want. So I was really looking forward to share this project with you for the purpose of showing you how to create clothes pouches, because I know a lot of people like that more than go through all the sewing and all the careful of making sure you have all the stitches in the same line and you don't skip any stitches and it doesn't look really like sewed up, and you don't end up with like a wobbly or curvy edge of it. As well, it creates the form of a curve, where in the previous projects, because of the way how I sew it, I create a curve, but I could have easily made a more square edge on the bottom of my projects. The way to continue working on this is going to be really similar to how we've done the previous pencil project. So if you watch that one, you will see it's really, really similar. And then what you have to do right now is find the first stitch that we have made, and then which are the stitches that we jumped before. And you're gonna do a slip knot, and that's gonna close our first row. From there, it's just gonna be a repetition of what we've just done. It doesn't seem right now because we haven't created that form yet, but the project will start curving as we move along and we change the colors and we build up the whole entire pouch, okay? Just to make it clear for you. So what you have to do now, you're gonna have to chain to create the height of what we need. So you're gonna chain one and then you're gonna do another double crochet. So from here, you are just building up the project. You are not increasing things anymore. You just have to move along the whole project. Yes, you're gonna meet the stitches that you have created before, the increase that we create in the previous row to build up the curve, so it will match to what we've done on the other end at the beginning of the project. I'm sorry, this yarn was really like slipped and it's just keep coming off all the time and make me repeat the stitches. Same like, I don't know why this day the camera wasn't focusing. Maybe I have too many things on the background of my hand, so it was so easy for the camera to focus on another spot when I move out of angle. But these are really easy projects to do, and it's gonna be really quick for you to build like a bulk order and create like a group of gifts that you can either give to the teachers of your children or people that you know or things like that. Or if you're selling them like me, I can assure you that in a matter of minutes, sometimes it takes me longer because of the videos. I want to be in angle and I want you to see exactly what do we have to do. Sometimes I'm like taking longer, but once I'm out of camera, I can work a lot faster and better than I do on the videos. Okay, that's why sometimes like feels it's gonna take you ages to be done and it's gonna be quite hard, but I believe you will be able to do these projects a lot faster than this video. So you don't really have to keep pausing this video and know where I'm up to and what I'm doing. I'm gonna show you right now how to add another color, but as you can see, by the time we finish all of these rows, which you're gonna build up 3 rows of the stitches in pink, okay, that's how much I want to do. Once you reach those 3 rows of stitches across the entire pouch is where you are gonna start adding the silver color, which will represent what it is, the metal bit of a pencil. Okay, how I like to add it is not how a lot of people like to. A lot of people prefer to do like a slip knot to secure the yarn and then start working. I don't really like to do that. I don't find it's necessary. Yes, it's another tail that you have to hide, but as you move along with the project, it's just gonna be easy to secure the colors and you're not gonna have to be worrying that that stitch might come off at some point or things like that. And as well, these sort of pouches are not things that have to go to the washing and have the temptation of open it up at some point. These sort of things are more of something that you keep, and if you take care of it, you probably never have to wash them off or things like that. It's not like when you do a cardigan or when you do a hat where you have to secure a lot more things. In this case, it's just something that in this case of being washed, it probably will be like hand wash it or something like that. So the amount of rows that you do in here, it will all depends on the project exactly that you're doing. You just have to keep in mind something. Obviously, the rubber side has to be thicker than the metal side. That's why I have 3 rows in pink and I have 2 rows in silver. And then I have changed my yarn and my hook both. Yes, we are moving to the mustard color. And this has to be the biggest color that you will have to work on. And I'm using a bigger hook as well, because remember what I told you at the beginning of the video, this yarn is a lot thicker than the fuchsia and the silver, so it has to have a bigger size of yarn. Otherwise, it's going to be extremely tight and you will find really difficult to actually work on it. How many rows you have to do of the mustard, again, it will all depends on your project. You just have to keep one thing in mind, which is that the beige, which is the next color, that one, it's gonna be the flipping part of the project. So you have to build the mustard as high as you need it to cover up what you're looking for. So the beige and the black, which the black is just gonna be a couple of rows, are on top of the project, are out of the project, if that makes any sense. Obviously, as soon as I move along this project, you will see what I mean, but you don't have to stop at certain point on the mustard and then build the beige and the black like we did in the other pencil pouch that we created before, because that one was meant to be holding something the same size than the other, so the amount of rows that has to be worked on will be different. The best way to know when to stop with the mustard will be to actually take an object that represent what you are building this for. As I said before, if it's like me for like a mobile or like pencils, scissors and things like that, then you can just like me, as I'm showing you right here, you are gonna put the object inside and then you're gonna see how many rows more you have to build. As you can see here, half of the top of the mobile is outside. So I don't want that to happen, because again, the beige should be on top of it, covering it up. It should not be halfway and then over it. So it will not build the proper pencil shape otherwise that we want to create. I hope that's easy to understand and follow, because maybe you will stop at some point and be like, oh, I've done so much of the beige, of the mustard, sorry, let me build up the beige. Don't do that until you overpass the size of what you want. So in this case, for me, I could see that at least I need 3 more rows. And I tried as well putting pencils and markers, as you can see inside, and scissors and everything. And okay, yes, the pencil is really big because it's new one and it's really tall, but I will not be able to hide the scissors and the marker that way. So yeah, I was like around 3 or 4 rows more of the mustard that was needed to create the effect that we are after in all of this. Once we have created the height of what we want, comes the time to find the exact middle of the project. Why? Because the beige is not going to go across the entire project. That's why I was saying before, you cannot count on the beige to cover up your whole project. The beige is only going to be on one of the sides, on half of the project. So what you have to do is you have to add it to the project and work on it to start creating the triangle that we have to create. So again, keep that in mind at the time of when have I done enough rows of the mustard. It doesn't really matter, as I say, how many have I done here, because maybe the size that you want is different, maybe the end of the project that you want is different. So I could give you the guidance, but I cannot exactly tell you how many rows you will need depending on the project that you want. So the way to add the beige is going to be exactly the same way how we have started the other projects before. Use stitch markers if you need to. Mark where is your beginning, which in this case will be where you have done the last stitch. That's your reference as your center. And from there, you have to find the exact same stitch on the other side of the pouch. So that will be the amount of stitches you have to work on beige to create the flip side, okay? In this case now, we are not going to make double crochets anymore. We are actually gonna make single crochets for one row. So we are building a base, and then from there, we can start creating the shape of the pencil. Why? Because if you start reducing right now and you start creating the shape, it's not really gonna look good. You're gonna feel like there's something missing, and the missing bit is what I'm saying right now, is this foundation of single crochets. And also the way to have a good reference of where to start or where to stop with the beige is this foundation, because it's gonna tell you exactly the stitches that you have. And now when we start reducing and we start creating the shape, it's gonna help you to know how many stitches you're working on, rather than keep counting and get confused and make any mistakes. I need to go back and forth on these colors. So once you build that foundations of beige, comes the time to check it out. Okay, are you in the center? Is that the exact middle? Yes, it is. Okay, let's move on and create the decreases that we need for the Sharpie bit of the project. So you're gonna chain one, and then you're gonna start working exactly on that same stitch. And what you're going to do is you are going to do 2 double crochets, 2 together. So if you don't really know, 3 double crochet, 3 together. So what is that means is you're gonna create double crochets. You're gonna leave them halfway, so you're gonna yarn over one time and pass through 2, and then you're gonna stop, and then you're gonna build another double crochet on the next one. You're gonna stop after you pass 2 loops, and then you're gonna do the same for another time. So that's gonna be 3 times that you do that, and then you're gonna close all of them together. For the rest of the row, you're just gonna build up double crochets all the way around until you reach the last 3 stitches of the previous single crochets based row that we have created. I hope this makes sense, because this is the decrease. We're gonna practice a lot of decrease in so many projects that are coming up, where I'm gonna show you how to decrease on a way that it doesn't feel like a piece of the project is missing. You have to be really careful with decreases, because you are modifying a shape, you're modifying a size, and if you don't do it appropriately, what is gonna happen is you're gonna have a really curvy, weird way to see the project, and it's gonna be so obvious where your stitches are. Yes, these are handmade products, and obviously they look different than the ones that come out from a machine. I'm aware of that, but that doesn't mean you're gonna let that be unfinished product, or a product that you feel like it hasn't been done properly and there's something that is not aligned properly on the final product. As you can see, I'm creating the last 3 double crochets, 3 together, and that is starting to become the flip side of the project. You're gonna chain 1, chain again, and then you're in the next row. So from here, it's all about decreases. You have to build more and more decreases until you reach the spiky bit of your project. So again, you're gonna repeat the same thing that we've done before, which is the double crochets 3 together again. You're gonna double crochet the whole thing, so you are losing stitches as you move along. You're losing 2 stitches on each side every time you do one row. When to stop? Again, when you see that you have no stitches left. Okay, basically that's gonna be the spiky bit of your pencil. That's how easy I can tell you. This is gonna again change depending on the size and the type of pouch that you are doing. So me telling you how many have I done might confuse you. So it's more of follow the stitches that you have done. Remember, you have to work 3 together of the stitches of your pouch at the end of it. It looks quite weird because you have created that curvy every single time you turn around, but you will find the stitches and you will see that you have reduced in there over and over again, and once more reduce over and over and over again. And I'm gonna see you in a moment once we have reached the end of I have no stitches left, what should I do right now? So keep working until then, and I'll see you in a moment. Once you have reached the end of the rows, which again, as I said, it will have to be once you are quite running out of stitches, I'll suggest as well you keep flipping the beige bit and you keep checking you have a nice flipped shape, okay? Because you don't want it to be too short that you can barely cover up anything. You should have kind of like what you see right now, like quite a long bit, and you should have the shape of the pencil already, just ready to add your black yarn, okay? In this case, the way to add it, the black, it's gonna be the same that what we've done before. Obviously, you don't have many stitches left on your project, so there is not much we can do. But yes, you can build quite a big bit of the black if you wanted to create the shape of it, okay? You can even do it until you have no stitches left and you have the proper tip of the pencil, okay? So you have those stitches there. Could you build a few double crochets or single crochets rows over there on the black before you start reducing anything and then do the tip of the pencil? Absolutely yes, do so as long as you liked how is it look. And the way to do that is keep stopping, keep checking how does it look, and how would you like this pouch to end up looking like. Because right now I believe we were having like maybe 2, maybe 3 stitches left by the time I've done these last single crochets over it. And the only thing you have to do is chain 1 and keep turning every single time you need to, and then you will do on the first one a double crochet and then on the second one a single crochet, so you can build up that hive a little bit, if that makes any sense, on the first one, and then you're gonna do double crochets on the next one, so you have a hive of the tip. But again, it's still really square, so you will have to at some point put the stitches together so you can create the Sharpie bit of your pen, which for me it come at this point. So as you can see, I've done like 3 rows before I completely finish the project, which again wasn't really easy. I don't know why this black yarn wasn't really cooperating with me this day. And you can always test it, turn it around. Do you like it? You don't like it? You can redo it again. You can remove more of the beige if you don't like how does it look like, and then start over again. So as I always say, the end of the projects, the little details of a project, it's more up to you and up to how you want to see this project to look like and how you want things to turn up to be, and decorate the things to be more personal and be something more that you relate with rather than just copy a pattern and be okay with it. So at the end, I end up doing a line of single crochets first. So again, I create another vase of the color before I went through the actual tip of the pencil. I hope this makes sense, that why do I create a vase of every color before I finished one shape that I'm doing. Like before was with the beige color, and we did a shape of the tip of the pencil, and right now we are creating another vase, so we are creating another shape to build up the tip of the black pencil, so it won't look like a weird chunky 2 stitches bit of stitches. It's all up to you. Like always I say, I'm here to give you an idea of a project that you can create and give you the suggestions to build up a project, but it's entirely up to you what you do with it and how you finish every single project I have here for you constantly coming up. I have a lot more projects coming your way. I'm really grateful for all the appreciation and love we have had the past few weeks with this teacher project. Keep an eye on, because we have few other projects you're going to be able to either gift it to teachers. We're going to create more things that are going to be good for Father's Day. If you want patterns for Father's Day, I have few as well on my Etsy store already available, same as I have other Father's Day gifts that you can purchase straight away. Or if you are a crafter like me and you do multiple different projects, I as well have some SVG files ready for you to purchase them and then create like your own t-shirts or your own tumblers with them or things like that. So just go and keep an eye on our Etsy store and see what you like. And the best way, by the way, to find the pattern for this one and the physical product is to search for the picture that resemble this project that you're seeing right now on the video. And as well, if you purchase the pattern and you are here coming from that pattern and you want to see how to do this project as well in video, thank you so much for purchasing the pattern and decide to come and watch me working on the project in live and seeing maybe you got stuck on some point on the project and you weren't sure what I've done or how I've done it. So here I have it for you. And right now comes the time to assemble everything. So to do so, take your tapestry needle and hide those ends of your yarns, which it shouldn't be that hard because you have worked in multiple rows of different colors. So it should be quite easy, way easier than it was in the small pouch that I shared a few days ago about the small pencil pouch where we have to hide a lot of colors as well, same like here, but in a smaller shape and form. So thank you so much for watching these videos. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you have for all of our social medias, our Etsy store, here on our YouTube channels. All of your comments, all of your messages are read and heard by me, and I take them in consideration. I have made the adjustments that I thought was more helpful for you, thanks to some of your messages saying, oh, this is not really clear, or this is not something it's easy to follow and everything. So yes, I take your suggestions and your comments in consideration in every single project and work that I do, and I try to give you the best projects in return as thank you for your feedback. And thank you million time again, because thanks to you, this channel is possible. Thanks to you, we are here every single time that we are, and we are building up a lot more projects coming up for you for this summer. Because yes, that the summer comes doesn't mean we have to stop crocheting. There is a lot of projects that can be done with summer yarns and projects that you can create now in regards to the upcoming seasons. We are going to really soon start with all of our full summer and autumn projects as well. So keep an eye on the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And as well as press the notification bell so you will get a notification every single time we upload a video. So I'm trying to do it at the moment in like a gap of 3 days or so. So keep an eye on that, because I'm trying to have that consistency. I have a lot of videos to go through and build up those patterns for you, those listings for you, and edit those videos in double languages for you as well. I hope you love this video so much. Give us a huge thumbs up if you did. Watch other videos if you are looking for something else. We might have it for you. Or if there's a pattern that you have found and you would like us to create the video for you, please, as always, feel free to send them to me through my emails or through my social media. You have everything on the description box down below, and I will get back to you with that video or that tips or advice on how to create that pattern and turn it from a digital file into a full physical product really quick and easy and soon, just for you.